Hello there and welcome to the Leadership Lifestyles video blog. My name is Lisa Woken and today we're going to be kicking off a two-part series on the how of happiness. This is not only a concept but also the title of a really fabulous book by Sonja Lyubomirsky called The How of Happiness. In the first part we're going to talk about the overall where does our personal happiness come from scientifically, and in the second part we're going to be focusing more on specific interventions or fancy psychological word for activities that you can partake in to be happier tomorrow than you are today. The first thing you need to know is that Sonja Lyubomirsky spends time talking about the happiness set point. She even has an assessment in the book where you can determine what your happiness set point is. Now, really what the set point is it's saying based on a number of factors, we all kind of have a spot that will generally shake out to. Some days we'll be higher in our happiness levels, some days we'll be lower, but overall there's an average and we tend to find ourselves there most frequently. The first part is genetics, and the genetics part is a big piece of the pie. Fun side note, the French, which I'm living in France currently, call pie charts camembert. Thought that was adorable. So if we're French, we're going to refer to this camembert of happiness, and 50% of it, believe it or not, is going to be attributed to your genetics. So whatever that XY chromosome that came together was, that's really going to be a huge part of what determines your happiness set point. The second part is going to be basically how you were raised. Often, the things that we attribute almost all of our happiness to, like where am I currently living, what are my neighbors like, what job do I have, how many close friends do I have that I'm pleased with, all those sort of things that we think, that's probably having a giant impact on my happiness. It's actually only 10% of the pie. Then there's 40% that's left, and that's the third chunk. And this one's really important, and the reason why I would recommend the book How of Happiness for practitioners, because what the 40% refers to is daily activities that you engage in. So these daily activities could be expressing gratitude, or they could be journaling, or savoring the moment, or working out. All those things are things that you can control on a daily basis. In conclusion, there are three large pieces to the pie that make up how happiness is created for an individual. 1, genetics. 2, life's dealings up to this point. And 3, the daily activities that you engage in. And that last third part is 40%. That's incredible. So if you're looking to be happier tomorrow than you were today, let's talk about that 40%. And that's what's coming up in part 2. Thanks. See you soon.